Welcome to Spalding in Lincolnshire and the home and kennels of Peterborough Greyhound trainer Sharon Saberton. There are 10 retired greyhounds living in this house, and down at the kennels there's breeding, rearing, training and rehoming. Hence why Sharon calls this the madhouse. Well, Sharon, thank you so much for having me at your kennels today. It's really lovely to meet you. A lady after my own heart in many ways. You've got a lot going on here, first of all. Tell us a bit about your setup.
We're racing, rehoming and puppies, so from start to finish. So whatever comes in is eventually will be rehomed, whether it races or doesn't chase, whatever. So we see them right from being born right the way through to the end, if you like.
And they're all mixed in with your retireds in all the different kennels?
Yeah, if they come in together, they stay in with their partners until they're rehomed. So we don't separate them, they stay in their pairs until they go.
And you are actually a branch of the Retired Greyhound Trust, but you kind of keep yourself to yourself. Things are going very well for you here in terms of rehoming.
Yeah, we do really well. We had a website set up about 4 years ago, which really made things take off, and people come from all over the country. You know, it's surprising how far away they do come when they see a dog they like.
What sort of numbers are you rehoming per year?
I don't know how many it is this year. We were sort of like on 150 last year, and I know we were up till the end of July on last year. So up till then, we were sort of about 30 dogs up on last year. So, and it's still going well at the moment.
You've got plenty of puppies here as well, of all different ages. Let's start with the big ones first of all. They're at the top of the field. They're Malbrandy pups. Tell us about them.
They're Malbrandy out of Mind Games, who was a bitch that had about 120 races for us and never injured. Had a whole racing career without an injury. Nice pups. Looking forward to them. They're now 11 months old. Really looking forward to them to come. They seem to have everything in place. Can't fault them in any way. So looking forward to them. If they turn out like their mother, they'll be perfect.
They look very boisterous, like they're not going to be afraid of anything, are they?
They're not afraid of anything, and they're not lead trained yet, so they're about to come to hand, which is going to be a bit of a fight between us, I think. We don't actually put our pups on a lead till they're 11 months old, so they're actually allowed to roam and do as they like until then. And
this whole setup is run by yourself and your partner. You do have staff, but yeah, the two of you, you'd be happy if you never left these premises.
Oh, absolutely. If I didn't have to go out the gate, it'd be fine. Just send the dogs racing and I'll stop at home with the pups and the retireds.
Now, in the next paddock down, you've got another lovely litter, 17 weeks old Blackstone Jean and Droopy's Brie. Now, she only had one in her first litter. Was it 7 this time or 9?
She's got 9 this time. She had one in the first litter, who's actually now going on to track. She's 15 months old and is going very well. So hopeful that now we've got another 9 out of her, that they'll be the same.
And another bunch, similar age, just 2 days between them. Philo Ironman, who is a British-bred greyhound standing at stud in the north, but not a commonly used one.
No, he was the owner's choice. He wanted to go to him. They're strong pups, even at that age. They're really big-boned pups and really strong, which I would presume comes from him, because she was a very small bitch that had them.
Then you've got some 3-week-olds who are absolutely lovely. Tell us about them.
They're out of Droopy's Abba and to Drumco Obama. Nice pups. I have to say she had 7 dogs, no females, which was a bit of a shock. But yeah, cute at that age. All of them are. So if they like their mum, again, you know, perfect.
We've been talking about the birthing process and all the kind of things that go with breeding and rearing greyhounds. How much do you enjoy that side of it?
I enjoy it. It's a thankless task, I have to say, because you don't know what you're going to get out at the end of it. You go a year before you even know what you're going to get, whether they're going to make it to the track or whether they're going to go straight to the sofas, I have to say.
The setup here for puppies is really good, though, because you were saying you can just let them out of one gate and they just run straight up to a massive field you've got for plenty of exercise.
Yeah, they got the freedom down there. It's all in, although it's a field down there, it's completely enclosed, so they can spend an hour or 2 out there and do what they like. There's toys down there, so they just get on with it, chasing each other about and come back for their dinner. Now,
in terms of racing greyhounds, I know you've got 3 in particular that our viewers can follow over the coming months that you think are going to go far. JINKY Jimmy, first of all, tell us about him.
Yeah, he came from Limerick, actually. Hadn't had a race. Brought him off Steve Sheehan, relatively cheap buy, and in his first couple of races showed that he had the pace but didn't quite have the track craft. And then in his third race, the track craft came. He won, got a 2-grade upgrade, and actually come out and won that as well. He's going the right way now. He seems to have got everything together and has worked it out. There's the puppiness has gone away. The roughness around the edges is gone now.
He's still very young. It sounds like the penny's dropped, as it were. How far do you think he can go?
He's interesting because he actually looks like he's going to stay. So he's running on really strong over 4.35. So I think the step would be to put him over the further distance, because that looks like where his career is going to flourish.
Next up, we've got BALLYMAC PANDARA. She is absolutely adorable, first of all.
Yes, she's only 16 months old, but again, like the way she's progressing, we got her at 13 months old, so she looks like she's going to be a nice puppy. And again, she's coming from behind. She's doing it from behind, which is what I like. She seems to have her track craft already there. She doesn't seem to have to learn that.
She's only small, 24 kilos, but you think she's got the right kind of attitude?
Very much so, to everything. As you see down the field, she's she goes in for everything. Everything is boisterous with her. Her attitude's like that at the track.
It was a fantastic sight seeing her playing with her cuddly toys today in the field. And you don't believe in straight galloping greyhounds. You like to see them twisting and turning like that in the field.
I like to see them use themselves and be able to zigzag about so that they're going and using every bit of them. Me personally don't think it's natural to straight gallop. So hence the field where they can sort of do wide circuits and go where they like.
We've got another November 13 pup here called SOUNDWAVE, who won on his second race and you think could turn into a promising stayer.
Again, he's another dog that looks like his future's going to be in the distance. He's running on very strong over 435. Brought him for his early pace, but it seems to be the other way round. He's finishing very strong. So again, another month, 2 months, we'll be putting him over the six bends and see what we have there. But he's certainly going the right way.
How many years have you been training greyhounds?
Oh, a lot of years, 35 plus.
And when you get young pups like these ones that you've just told us about, do you still get that buzz, that excitement?
I get the buzz out of everything. It's not just the pups. I get the buzz out of seeing them race, rehome, everything. The fact that we start with them and we see them right through their careers and then eventually they end up on a sofa is the buzz. The whole thing, the whole package is the buzz.
Now, certainly plenty of them end up on your sofa. You've got 10 in your house, a 3-bedroom house, 10 greyhounds, and it's a fantastic sight to see them all together.
Yeah, it's actually the least I've had. We've just lost two just lately, two of the older ones, so no doubt I'll get the numbers back up, but we're down to 10 at the moment. But yeah, they're usually the ones that have had real bad injuries and have had to have 3 or 4 months recuperation, so they do that in the house and never leave. So hence why we get the numbers, but just got lots of sofas.
And in terms of putting a greyhound to sleep, you just simply don't believe in it unless it is absolutely necessary. But even, amputating legs, you've got a 3-leg dog here who's very happy.
Yeah, we've actually amputated several legs and they've rehomed. People have had them and they're absolutely happy to have them. There's never been an issue with them. No, I don't, why put a dog down because it needs a leg off? It's still got a life. You wouldn't do that to a human.
So if your partner ever says to you, it's too much, you've either got to do racing, breeding or rehoming, only one, what would you choose?
I wouldn't. I would never choose. It'd have to be the whole package because I couldn't race without knowing what's happened to them afterwards. So I couldn't choose that. I wouldn't, if I couldn't rehome, then I wouldn't race. Simple as.